Hey guys, what's going on? This is Sanosuke and this is Let's Play Brave Friends of Musashi. We're back again, and because of the vote that we had on the thread, we are going with the quilt. Now, we will have to wait 3 days before we can actually put that quilt to use. And while we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and put that time to use. And so far, we've actually rescued about 24 people. Out of the 35 that are in the game, we have 11 more people to rescue. Think about that, guys.
Taketh care on your journey.
We will, Ribson. We will. Alright, now my reasons for taking the quilt over the gloves. The quilt just more useful overall. The gloves, you hit stuff harder, you crit more, but when you see it...
Now I can get into the well!
When you see what the quilt does...
Better get down there!
I hope that you actually agree with me. That's just my hope, though. Anyway, we put the rope on the well. We can actually come down here now. And that music... You know what that music signifies, I hope. This track signifies that we are next to a scroll that is very close by. Now, unfortunately, we can't get up there yet because we don't actually have the water scroll, and the water isn't high enough. But that'll change soon enough. Okay, now we have the water scroll. We can actually walk on water and shoot bubbles that put out flames and things like that. It's not really good for attacking enemies because it does no damage, but it will put them in a stun lock. Okay, let's go ahead and switch to the water scroll so we can actually get this bell and return it to Father White. And I do that more often than I'd like to admit.
The church bell. Oh, sure looks heavy.
Now, returning the bell works the exact same way as returning Leno that we did a chapter ago.
Well, here goes nothing.
This is the spawn spot, and if you drop the bell, it will come back to the spot. So, be careful. If that's how it works, then yeah, you have to actually be careful not to drop the bell because it'll go back to the spawn spot. But I have this eking suspicion, and I didn't want to test it because I really wanted to get this part over with. But I'm actually having an eking suspicion that it will actually just return to the nearest spot that it was on solid ground if you accidentally throw it in the water or some such. Because it's such a long distance to go. That would be, you know, that'd just be the kind thing to do. But I didn't test it, so I don't know. I don't remember. Oh, and I skipped me going through the mine with this bell because by this point we've all seen the mine and we don't want to see it again. But look, here's Father White, right there meeting us. And he gives us a statue of an angel. And he'll give that message regardless of whether we actually seen that shape or not. And apparently, it's a key that leads to the fire god. Huh. Yeah, that'll come into use later. But, since we have some time to kill before we can go meet this fire god, we'll go ahead and take care of some things. If you go to Somnolent Forest, use the water crest and come over here, you'll find a Minku just chilling. We're at 375 health right now. We're doing pretty good. Now you can come over here to this point where we actually came earlier in order to get the L brace. And there's a treasure chest over here that's just been sitting here ever since we went to go meet up with Scorpion. Now you can get this chest earlier if you actually use the water scroll. Not the water scroll. Wow. If you use the raft and come over here after you get the Earth Scroll, but before you face Scorpion, and you can actually get that treasure chest. But it only has 200 Dran, so we're not worried about it. Also, since we have the water scroll now, we can take this shortcut over to the other side of the mountain without having to go through all the hullabaloo of going to that screen over to the left, going up, going through that cave, going to the bridge, and coming down here. Yeah, we can skip all that and just come straight over here. Now, the reason I came over here is because I had some training to do. Because when my hard drive crashed, I had to speed run, and as you can see, my stats have kind of suffered because of it. So, we're going to go ahead and take care of that right now. Now, I'm not going to show you everything that I did in order to get all my training up and everything, but we started at about level 7 or 8 for everything except for mind. I love coming over here to train because the enemies spawn continuously, even though they do in all the other parts of the world too, but there's just such a good concentration of different enemies for me to actually, you know, swing my sword at. And plus, this little area right here spawns 4 red Benchelon soldiers, so 4 Thirst Quencher soldiers. So I can just, you know, I can kill all of them very rapidly, and, you know, build up my sword skills really quickly. The only thing that this area is, the main reason why I use this area, not just here to train my body, fusion, and lumina, but to train my mind as well, because, remember, this is kind of a big place. If you take the long way around, you'll actually be able to, train up your mind pretty well as well. The reason why I said you had to have the water scroll for that one was because you won't be able to build up the necessary speed in order to make that double jump. Or if you do, it requires some pretty big precision. Now, we're gonna walk over here and use the water scroll in order to go over to where we rescued Dr. Tongue. And after that, we're going to go just a little bit further because, yet again, there's another Minku that we can reach by using the water scroll. Now this catch doesn't go quite as fast as my other one does. By the way, that was the fastest catch I've ever done with a Minku. But eventually we do catch this thing. Also, do not adjust your set. This actually happened during recording. I apologize for that. I don't know why that happened. But anyway, we've taken care of a lot of things, and it's been 4 days. So let's go and talk to the Weaver and see if she's done with our quilt yet. Okay, let's see what she has to say. Alrighty, so we have our quilt now, and there's actually a bit more to the quilt. It returns soundness to 0 at twice the speed of normal, and recovers HP and BP. Not just BP, or the 1.5 that I thought it was. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Watch. Look how fast I'm recovering. I am so not tired anymore. And I'm back to near full health. This thing is so good. I prefer this over the quilt. Over the gloves for that reason alone. And that is why I choose the quilt over the gloves every time. Because being able to recover your health and your BP and get your tiredness all the way to 0 means that you reduce the amount of bread you need to buy, the amount of medicine you need to buy, and the mints you buy. Which is good, because next time, we're going to go douse a fire god. I'll talk to you later.